Hello and welcome back to a quick episode of Tekkit Lite today. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in the last couple of days, but it was my birthday yesterday, so I was a bit busy doing all sorts of stuff that you do on your birthday. And Monday / Tuesday I didn't really have too much of a chance to make that many videos. So here we have a quick episode. I say quick because I don't have that much time even today to do much, because I've only got a small slot to record in, so hopefully I will get some semi-interesting stuff done. Hopefully it won't just be mining, but I do apologise if it just does turn out just to be simply mining. But first things first, let's just smelt some of this copper ore. We've got some iron, and to be honest, some of the first stuff we really want to do is we're going to have to put some iron aside to make some iron tools. So if we get some wood and just make some sticks, we can make a quick iron pickaxe, which we can also use to mine some of the more valuable minerals out there. This copper shouldn't take too long. In fact, it looks like it's about to run out of resources. I think it should be able to do that one anyway. But one quite interesting point is going a bit off topic in terms of YouTube and stuff. But there's this quite interesting thing on the web called Bitcoins, and it's basically an online currency. So obviously here in the UK we have the British sterling / pound, and in the US you also have the US dollar. And the thing is, with currency in countries, it's controlled by the government, inflation, all sorts of stuff, tax and stuff, whereas Bitcoins is a bit like cash on the internet, apart from it can be used globally and it's anonymous just like cash. Obviously with credit cards and stuff, people can track you. I mean, it's obviously not much of a problem, because if you're worried about being tracked for credit card payments, then obviously you're up to no good. But yeah, essentially it's just like cash on the internet, and it's quite interesting because there's this software called a bit miner where you mine hashes. I'm not going to go into what hashes are because I don't really know too much about them, but essentially you mine bitcoins and stuff, and one bitcoin, which would take, I think, probably if you join a pool or something, it could take a couple of days or something to get one coin, but it's actually worth about £10 in real currency, and you can easily convert it. So obviously if you've got a proper computer setup at home, you may want to go mining for hashes, because you could end up being pretty rich. However, it's probably not going to be too likely that you're going to get lots of money. But anyway, let's carry on with Tekkit for a bit. It's just a bit of interesting stuff I wanted to talk about. Basically just stalling because I don't really know what we're going to do here today. But first things first, I think what an interesting thing may be, even though it's not relevant for Tekkit, why don't we make a snowman, just because it's been snowing recently. Not the best thing to do, obviously. It's probably possibly a bit childish, but you're never too old for snowmen. Hopefully he won't die. He looks quite cool, doesn't he? He'll just patrol our area, leave snow around so we can pick it up and stuff. It's just checking around, checking for any enemies. Shouldn't be any enemies really, but it's kind of good because I don't want him to die. It's quite cool. So what we really want to get is a generator, which are pretty easy to make, but the only problem is that for half of this you need an RE battery, and unfortunately the major problem with this is that you need redstone, and of course redstone's often pretty hard to get really. It's not too hard to get, but in terms of overall stuff they're relatively hard to get. But what we need to do is we need an iron furnace to start with, and we've got everything we need for an iron furnace. So what we're going to do is, hopefully I can remember it, I'm rubbish at remembering stuff. I think that was it. So we've got an iron furnace here, which I assume we can pick back up, and this is, I think, slightly more efficient than a stone furnace, so we're going to pop that there for now. But it does still burn coal and stuff, it's just slightly hotter, I think. Doesn't really make a difference in Minecraft, but yeah, slightly more efficient and everything. But it's on the steps of making a generator. We do need copper, which we have. We do need tin, which we don't actually have right now. So I'm going to go on a quick mining trip. I do apologise if you're slightly disappointed with the content of today's episode, because I haven't actually uploaded in a couple of days now, and the first video that I get back to uploading isn't a particularly interesting one, so I do apologise for that. But if you remember, when we were last mining in here, we hit a wall of marble, which hopefully we'll get out of soon, because I don't really want to be playing through loads of marble. I want to get to the good stuff. Copper, tin, I think that's iron, yep, that's iron. We seem to have found quite a lot of iron actually, whereas preferably we want some redstone and other stuff. I'm sure there's always an ore in Tekkit which you never find. Sometimes it's iron, sometimes it's even coal, and usually redstone. Diamonds I think was my main problem in the previous series. I just couldn't find any at all. The only ones I did find were from a dungeon, which was quite lucky because we got a few from that. But apart from that, we were pretty unlucky when I think we ended up getting one. Oh, there's a bit of copper down here, which is quite good. It looks quite nice actually. The default textures aren't actually too bad in Tekkit. They have done a good job on ores and such. There's quite a lot of copper down here. Now I'm not sure how much longer I'll be able to go on for down here before I get interrupted, and I'll preferably finish before that happens. Is that uranium? Yeah, that's got to be uranium. New ore miner, yeah, that's uranium. That's pretty good. So we found uranium, found copper, but we haven't found any redstone yet. Just mine a bit longer. I'm not going to do much more of this. I think it's probably a relatively good place to finish up on, because otherwise it's just going to be constant mining. I will try and make sure for next episode. The problem is I didn't really have much time to record, so I didn't have any setup time really to mess around and do a bit of mining beforehand, so I do apologise for that. Hopefully I'll be able to make up for that. Unfortunately over the weekend I am going to be busy over that as well, but I think Saturday afternoonish I should have some time to record. So anyway, thanks for watching my Tekkit Lite episode today. I hope you enjoyed it guys, and remember to like and subscribe. See you next time.